The rain had started again. Soft at first, like fingers tapping on a coffin lid, then harder, fiercer. Thunder cracked in the distance as Detective Elara Voss stepped through the wrought iron gate of the Holloway estate. The air was heavy, thick with the scent of wet earth and something else. Something metallic. They said the house spoke at night. Windows like watching eyes stared out from the decaying mansion, its shutters creaking in protest against the wind. For years, the Holloway house had stood abandoned, until last night, when the lights came on, and the screaming began. No one knew who had moved in. No one dared to check. But this morning, the milkman found a trail of muddy footprints leading from the road to the front steps, and a single glove, soaked in blood, resting on the threshold. Elara pulled her coat tighter, hand resting on the grip of her revolver. Something about this place clawed at the edge of her mind, like a memory she didn't want to remember. As she stepped inside, the door groaned shut behind her. Then, silence. Too quiet. Upstairs, a floorboard creaked. Someone, or something, was waiting. Elara's boots echoed through the vast, rotting foyer. Dust motes floated like spirits in the beam of her flashlight. The chandelier above swayed gently, though there was no breeze. She moved carefully, her eyes scanning the faded wallpaper, once elegant, now curling like burnt paper. Portraits lined the walls, their subjects' faces either scratched out or smeared with something dark and dried. One, in the center, had eyes that seemed to follow her. The trail of muddy footprints led to a narrow hallway, where the light bulbs above flickered weakly, as though fighting to stay alive. At the end of the hall, a door, slightly ajar. She approached, heart thudding in time with the rain against the windows. Her fingers nudged the door open with a long, slow creak. It was a study. Books lined the walls. A fire smoldered in the grate, and in the middle of the room stood a man in an old-fashioned suit, staring into the flames. He hadn't moved, not even when she entered. "Elara Voss," the man said softly without turning. His voice was calm, too calm. She froze. "How do you know my name?" The man turned slowly. He had no eyes. Where they should have been, there were only smooth, pale hollows. "You were here before," he whispered. Suddenly, the house shuddered, walls groaning, windows slamming shut. And just behind her, something cold brushed the back of her neck. She wasn't alone. Not anymore.